Hey, I just want to take a few moments before we start the video today just to wish all of y'all Merry Christmas and thank all of you this year that has subscribed to the channel. Our channel has grew a lot in the last 12 months, and I appreciate all of you. If you haven't subscribed, please take a moment and click that little icon down in the corner and subscribe to this channel, and I really appreciate it. I want to take you back to a hunt from last year in Ohio. This particular hunt was a really hard hunt. It was just rough weather, but I didn't get to make the trip this year, and I had to cancel a couple of my hunts because around the 30th of November there, while I was in Virginia, I took a small bout with pneumonia, and it kind of just cut my deer season short a little bit, but it was the first time I've ever had it, so it's not been fun. But I'm actually starting to get strength back. I'm starting to get feeling back to normal. But so I had this hunt in the can and just want to share it with you. So I hope you enjoy it. But just want to take a few moments and again just thank all of y'all for following me here. And please check out the website. Follow me on Facebook. Stay with me all year long. Turkey season is right around the corner, and I can't wait. So hopefully I'll be over all this sickness. But anyway, just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and looking for some great things in 2020. So enjoy this hunt and continue to just say a prayer for me that I get better, and hopefully turkey season will be even better. All right, so Merry Christmas and enjoy the video.
Well, here we are in Ohio. It's the first day of shotgun season. And it's so windy out here. It's just, it's just like 20, 25 mile an hour winds. And I hunted up on top this morning and just tried to tough it out. But it just got too much. So I came down here, not too far from the truck actually, and popped this blind up. I seen 2 deers here when I came in this morning. I came in a little bit after daylight because it was really raining pretty hard. And I seen 2 deers just kind of walking through here. I stopped and watched them. And so this is really about the only place where the wind is not killing you. And plus I'm in this blind. So I think I'm either going to sit here the rest of the day because it's supposed to rain again. It's supposed to rain again about 3 o'clock on to 5. So I don't know. We're not too far from the truck. So, yeah, but it's the only place that the wind ain't killing you. Anywhere up on top and over is just horrible. And then this big holler. I'd like to get down that holler, but there's a couple of other guys that's hunting up on that ridge on the other side, and I don't want to bother them. And so, if they're still up there, so I don't know. Maybe something will come by here. It's the first time I've deer hunted in here, so I really don't know the way they're traveling. I do know that there's some nice deer in here though, because the landowner showed me about 4 or 5 really nice bucks in here. One just great 8-pointer that I'd love to see, and a couple of other deer is really nice too. And so I know there's some nice deer in here. I'm going to be pretty picky this week. Got all week to hunt. May shoot a doe if it comes through here soon and get that doe tag out of the way if it's by if it's by itself, and everything, and not anything behind it, or she's not acting like anything's behind it. We'll watch first. But I don't know if we'll see anything else today. I'm not too confident in this spot, but it sure beats it. It kind of beats having to deal with that wind, and it ain't gonna get no lighter this evening. It's supposed to get, 50, I think down to about 15 at dark. So, but I think in the morning it's supposed to be a little bit better. So I don't know if we'll see anything. I think I'll just sit here and eat lunch, and then I may ease on back across. I'm just going to sit here for a while and see what happens. Maybe something good, maybe nothing. Never know. But it's good to be in Ohio. Here we are, the second to last day I've got here in Ohio. I've got today and in the morning to hunt, and that's about it. So, man, it's been a rough week. That wind has blowed just horrible where I've been, and it is just cold. It's a little bit warmer today than what it was yesterday, man. Yesterday and the day before it's just bad. I mean, it was good weather. I mean, it's cold, but it was windy as heck. This evening I've moved down here in this, I come down here in the thickets with them. It's going to be a close shot. I mean, it's going to be close. I'm going to move down in here, and next couple of days, if I don't get nothing this evening, or I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to get down here. That wind's still blowing a little bit, but not near what it was. It's actually a little bit warmer today. Still got snow on the ground though, so it's going to help see. And hopefully we'll see something. I just seen my first deer. Right down below me. I just couldn't get the camera. I couldn't find it in the camera. It's a cotton picking. Hard to film in here. I've been sitting here about an hour, and come right down below me. But if I wouldn't have been fooling with this camera, I could have probably got a quick shot off. You know, the first day or so, or the first couple of days, you know, Monday and Tuesday, I was hunting the outside perimeters. I was hunting the fence lines. And my general rule was first 3 or 4 days, hunt the fence lines. Because you get, a lot of pressure. Pressure will move them. But once them guns have been popping 4 or 5 days, then I try to back off and get into the thickest, nastiest stuff you can find. Now, granted, this is a little bit thicker than what I like, but you're shotgun hunting, so it ain't really going to matter. But after they get pushed and them guns start popping, and hunters are riding 4-wheelers, and actually a guy back up here on top, he was riding across the field yesterday morning 2 or 3 times, and the 4-wheeler sitting on the 4-wheeler with a gun across his lap. He wasn't on this property, he was on the other property. And so, after about 4 or 5 days of that, they're gonna dive into this thick stuff. Maybe, hopefully, something will. It's a good evening, best evening we've had. nice 8-point buck. Gun here. I hope the camera, hope that Tacticam got him, but hey, that's all right for the last day. I've hunted all week and I haven't seen very, very little, so this is the first nice buck I've seen, and I'm happy with him. But nice 8-point buck. I said the first nice buck I see, I'm gonna have to take it because I gotta get back home. I sitting right down here. I've seen 4 deers I've seen. I've only seen just a handful of deer all week, and this deer here is the first buck I've seen all week long. It's been a hard week. There was 2 more deers went down below me here earlier, and there was this doe walking up above me, and I just seen a doe, and this one was behind her. And but anyways, nice 8-point buck. Listen, we're going to get him drug out of here, and tomorrow we'll get some better picture and maybe a better video. But right now, we're going to get this deer out of here. Okay, here we are in Ohio. It's the last day for me. I'm going to have to roll out and get back to the house, but went out last night, as you saw, and got this pretty little 8-point buck. I'm happy with him. This has been a hard week for me. In fact, this is the only buck I've seen all week long, hunting all day long, 12 hours a day, or 10 hours a day, and daylight to dark, and really have only seen just a handful of deer all week long. And last night, the wind finally calmed down yesterday evening, but I'll tell you, this has been a windy week up here, and cold and windy, which I can take the cold. It's just that wind has just about killed this whole week. And last night, or yesterday evening about 2 o'clock, that wind finally laid down, and I seen 4 deer yesterday evening, including this one. So that's the most deer I've seen in one single set. And but as you can see, he's just a really pretty deer, and I was tickled to death. A hard week, and you just can't really be too choosy on a hard week like this. Today's the last day. I got to roll out. So last night when this sucker come by, you know, I just decided that he's good enough. He's good enough. So, but I had my big camera. As you can see, my Tacticam did pick it up, but I had my camera on the tripod in front of me because I expected the deer to come down in that holler, which they did. There was 2 of them come down, but I just couldn't get in on them. They was going through that brush, and I just never could pick the deers up in the camera. But this sucker come up, he was following that doe, you know. He come up behind me. They come up behind me there, and the trees wasn't very big. I was not up against a great big tree. And so when I seen the doe walking up that ridge top above me, I knew that I was going to get picked off if I tried to move the camera too much. And then I looked behind, seen this and following her, and couldn't really tell I couldn't really tell how big he was. I just knew he was a decent. By the time I got my Tacticam on, as you could see, you know, the doe was kind of out in front of me, and she come in front of me, and I seen him, and I thought he was going to walk right out where she was at, and I was watching him, and he'd already picked me out though. So by the time that I turned the gun around on him, he's getting ready to blow out of there. I don't know if you could see it or could tell it in the video, but I really thought I hit him too far forward. But what happened was he turned, because he was kind of quartering toward me, and I had the crosshair right here at the point of his shoulder because he was quartering toward me, and I knew he was going to blow out of there. And right before I shot, he totally turned. If you could see it there and pay attention, he turned, and when I shot, I hit him right here at the base of the neck there, and it went back through here, and you can see he didn't go nowhere. He dropped right. So I wasn't aiming for his base of his neck, but that's where I hit. But right before I shot, he turned, but hopefully it turns out good, and you can see the kill shot, and maybe we'll get a couple more deers before season's out, and then it'll be time for them gobbling turkeys that we got to get ready for. God bless you. out from Ohio. Thank you, Lord, for a beautiful, beautiful whitetail buck.